Hi, Mr. Jackson. Thank you so much for meeting me. It's nice to meet you. So, as you know, as President and CEO of Cryobank Centers of California, most reputable sperm banks collect sperm and screen samples for a variety of genetic disorders, such as sickle cell disease, cystic fibrosis, and others. When a buyer purchases sperm in an effort to conceive, the person may purchase a period of time during which the sperm bank will freeze the sample and preserve the sperm and DNA for usually a fee of around $2,600 for 10 years. Usually, this time period is only 10 years and ensures that children created from a single sperm donation could have a sibling or siblings born of the same generation. Sperm banks keep donated sperm only on file for the purposes of reproduction, as you know. Very few sperm banks, if any, preserve blood samples alongside donated sperm in case a genetic condition becomes evident in the offspring and further evaluation or testing is required emergently after birth or later in life. In my opinion, sperm banks should collect a blood sample at the time of sperm donation. When a buyer aiming to get pregnant buys the sperm and becomes pregnant, the buyer could be given an option to purchase just the semen or the semen and the blood sample. While the semen may only be able to be preserved for a period of 10 years maximum to ensure that multiple generations aren't produced from a single donor, the blood could be preserved for 30 to 50 years in order to ensure that a person has some biological access to his or her father's DNA and blood over the course of his or her lifetime. The reasons why buyers may want the option of purchasing the rights to preserve their child's father's blood is because certain genetic conditions are late onset disorders, manifesting in individuals later in life. Examples of these late onset conditions include devastating diseases such as Huntington's and familial adenomatous polyposis, and certain genetic forms of breast and ovarian cancer. The importance of holding onto their father's blood sample is that we cannot predict the advancements that will come in genetics and personalized medicine over the coming years. Technology is moving at a rapid pace, and personalized medicine and treatments based on one's genetic makeup is becoming increasingly standard, especially in cancers, for example, many of which are both environmentally influenced and have a genetic component. Depending on the origin of later in life onset genetic diseases, having access to the father's blood and all the bioinformation contained in it may be a crucial part in determining the disease origins, treating a disease, understanding the disease better, or in linking the offspring, who may then be an older person, to other distant relatives and family members who may be able to provide curative bioproducts, such as bone marrow. Ultimately, it gets down to the fact that we cannot predict where medicine is going, and having access to a father's blood could be useful for 30 to 50 more years into the future. As I mentioned earlier, sperm banks could collect a blood sample at the time of sperm donation. They could position this profitable and relatively easy service as an optional and possible win-win situation for interested consumers. Although some people buying and storing sperm may not be able to afford the added investment, others may decide that it is worth it. In this age of advancing medical technology, the extra precautionary just-in-case investment could be both a profitable kind of insurance service for sperm banks and could provide the priceless benefit of peace of mind for people trying to create their dream of having children. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for meeting with me for coffee, and I wish you the very best. Thank you.